You seem to be having fun with all of this.
Oh yeah, I'm a nerd and a goofball, and that's where I think we all get along. We're all pretty goofy in this group of guys, and we're trying to get Romeo a little bit out of his shell, though. We got to work on that.
Did you do that by playing video games at whatever time it was last night?
I was playing Catan on my Switch. I'm a huge Catan guy, so the fact that they made it available on the Switch where you can play multiplayer and single player, the fact that they have a single player mode, they should have never done that. I spent too much time on it, honestly.
Grant, I did ask you at the press conference about your inside game. Have you given some thought about how your inside game would be able to translate to the NBA level?
Oh, no doubt. I'm a guy that I feel like that will translate, but also have a lot more to my game that people may know. So I have a little versatile outside game too. So being able to play on the interior is not really what the league is nowadays, but having that in your toolbox is always necessary, because when it's late shot clock or when team may need a basket, you go to things you're strong at, you're comfortable with. So I'll be able to use that as well as the things that I've developed over time.
Your personality off the floor seems to kind of contradict the personality on the floor. How do you get to that other mode on the floor?
It's honestly pretty funny. It's like I'm still probably a pretty goofy guy and pretty nerdy, and still like on the court because I don't talk trash. I'm the guy that just loves to compete. I'm the same way. Like it's kind of like when I play card games, or you see me when I play Catan. Like I'm just a pretty competitive guy, so I feel like that just brings it out of me. I love winning. I love adding to winning. So for me, it's always been about finding a way to do that any way possible, and that's where I think that toughness and that competitive edge comes from.
The round earth comments really took off when you got drafted by the Celtics.
I saw that. I said they made me seem like I hate Kyrie. It's like, oh wow. I was just trying to say something scientific. Use my mom to her advantage.
What went into declaring early? Did you go into the season telling Coach Barnes like it's probably it for me, or what kind of went into that?
Well, honestly, I went into the process just open-minded. That's how I took it every year, but I wanted to be able to have my degree in my pocket before I left school. And I also told Coach Barnes, said, we didn't really talk about much during the year. It wasn't really my focus. My focus was winning games, and that's where we kind of had that connection, because Coach Barnes, I think he kind of loved the fact that I never really brought it up or was really thinking about it. I was just focused on the season day by day, and then after the year we sat down and talked about it, and he tried to give me the best advice possible, and he was there for me, and I'm thankful for that, because he never really put any pressure on me. He was a guy that wanted me to do the best decision for myself, because he knew either way it was going to be a good decision, and he's trusted me because I trusted him.
You guys were number one a lot of the season. What was that like in terms of your chemistry you talked about?
Oh, it was incredible. For guys that the year before that were picked 13th in the league and not expected to win, and then next year be able to be fortunate enough to be number one country for 5 weeks was definitely an experience that I would trade for life, because we were kind of on that high, and then Kentucky kind of humbled us, which was nice, and then we went back to that we got our edge and took competitive effort back. So it was definitely something that I'll be able to look back on and be proud of. To say to the team you were number one in the country when you're in college, you can tell your kids that, and they'll probably not believe you, and I'll be excited to be able to gloat about that. But it's just with the guys, especially the group of guys that we had a bunch of guys who really cared about each other. We had guys that really believed in what we wanted to accomplish, and that's what made it all the best.
Grant, what's it like growing up watching the NBA take off toward positionless basketball, where guys your size start to play everywhere?
Oh, I said this. I said, if you're looking back before, it's kind of like in either era, you're gonna have that conflict whether guys can translate. But I said it's more modern now, where it's they want guys like myself and our size, where we can defend multiple positions, be versatile, and play both ends of the court. And that's something that I can help to take advantage of and pursue and keep going forward with. And it's really exciting, because you look back in history, it's you have guys more modern like Draymond and those guys, and then before that you had to go being a Charles Barkley type. He was 6'4", 6'5", doing what he did, and Chuck Hayes, and you think of guys like that and that size who played that forward position.